Go get it, Reds. What's going on? You know, pretty sad result, but whatever. It's the FA Cup. We lose to United, but we still got the CL. We still got the Prem. Still got a lot of football to go. Let's get into this chat. I want to see what everyone thinks here. I'm not really going to rant or nothing. Maybe we do something different. Have a call-in show today if anyone's around. We could either do a video call-in or we could do an audio. I want to switch it up. I don't want to just rant and sit here and have to deliver like that. Just want to read some comments right now. Let's do some shout-outs. Tom Lamb, original gunner. Yo. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you know, we lose to United. Whatever. I'm not going to even do like a match review right now. Unless we get into the match talk. I'm just going to kind of go free flow with some comments. Let's do some shout-outs. Reds Library. What's going on, brother? Arthur Morris. Mark Thompson. We needed a Wednesday win for it. We lost. Yeah. Yeah, you know, exactly. I guess, you know. Yeah. I know, I don't even, like, I'm tired of ranting, honestly, bro. Like, I kind of agree. I know there's, like, everyone will have an opinion on what we can do or what we should have done or whatever. But bottom line is we just need to get back into shape and win and be positive. You know, it was a 2-2 match and then they get a free kick and then they score it. So, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see. You know, like I'm not. Why should I be down? We had remember when we lost the league on that friggin' company screamer. We all knew it was pretty much over then. And when the greatest comeback ever, along with Istanbul, happened right after. So you know we still have the CL to play for. We could still be 7 times if that happens. That would be insane. And we're halfway through. You know, it's kind of like a show. You know, this is like the half of season 1 of the Prem. Now we're going into season 2. Hopefully it's a good narrative. I thought we did really well. You know, if I'm doing a season review of the first half of the year, considering what we were up against, you guys all saw it. You know, we were riding pretty high. And then just everything caught up with us in the last 6 matches, 7 matches, right? So, you know, I agree. We got to be positive. Eamon Kelly losing. Yeah, I mean, it's the FA Cup. Like, I was hyped, I'll be honest. You saw my other live stream if you were watching. I was pretty hyped, making a joke that it's so bad that, you know, let's go for the FA Cup. And then we lose to United. So what? Whatever. Can't get any points from Salah in Fantasy League, but, you know, FA Cup, no, like, come on. It is what it is, right? So, it's a funk. We got to get out of it. And I think we'll be all right. You know, we haven't had a bad run of 6 matches in forever, guys. So, bigger picture, you know, I think everything's fine. I don't think there's any need to panic. It's just me, you know, my dad will rant like crazy. I'll rant. You guys will rant. But I think we're all... Of course, we need a center back, but Van Dijk's going to be back hopefully soon for next season, probably for sure, right? So, yeah, you never know. We might... I don't think we'll see him in action this season, but even if we were to get to the CL final, you know, maybe he would be slotted in. Maybe, I know his progress is going really well, but I just don't want to assume or count on that he's going to be back. It is what it is, man. You know. That being said, Joel Matip, right? Like, he wasn't going to play in this match because he's still coming back from his injury, right? So he'll be in the next match probably in the Prem. When are we starting the CL, man? Can we just start the freaking game against Leipzig right now so we can win? And right. Let's see here. Looking at our fixtures, put in some comments, guys. If anyone wants to call in, show up in the comments. If anyone I know that's called in before, I might ask if you want to jump in and we do a live stream. Anyone, really. Anyone on my Skype. Any YouTubers that are linked on my Skype, Jack Max Skype group. We could all do something right now. I know I don't really collab that much at all. But the floor is open. Right, I'm just looking at the fixtures right now. So we got Tottenham next, away. Obviously a big match there. Every match we've got to really kick it into a higher gear. I felt like we weren't great in this match, but we did finally break open on the scoreboard, and so did United. And then we lose. Yeah, it is what it is, guys, So we got Tottenham, then West Ham, Brighton. These are all Prem matches. Then City, then Leicester City. Oh, man. Big matches, though. I mean, we really got to, obviously one match at a time, but we got to rise to the occasion now. Second half of the season, and we got to really get back into form. This game's massive against Tottenham, and they're hungry to get points to get back in the mix as well. Then West Ham, Brighton, City, Leicester. If we can win those matches, that could really turn things around nicely. So there's a lot to play for, guys. Cup final mode. We got to get back into it's just been hard with the injuries and some other bullshit. We can go down the list. But even if we had Van Dijk back, man, like things will a player of that value changes the dynamics of the match, right? So it is what it is, man. All right, so we play Leipzig in February 16th. So, less than a month. Hopefully we can win that. And, all right, get in there. We play them on March 10th as well. Got a good feeling about it. Let's get into the comments. I can't see them. All right. There we go. I'm going to look at the camera. Make sure I'm nice and centered. Yeah, guys. So, let's see what comments there are for me to get into here. I'll open up the Skype, too. If anyone wants to call in, I'll literally just run random calls right now. I want something different. And I will read everyone's comments. Hold on a second, guys. Computer's going to go crazy trying to run Skype. Mark Thompson, need to be realistic, focus on top four, and go as far as we can in the CL. Yeah, I haven't looked at the table yet. I mean, I have looked at the table, but I haven't looked at it recently to see where the other teams are. But there's three big matches against top 5, top 6 teams right now, and there's a couple matches we should be able to win. These 5 matches, the next 5 Premier League matches, we start to win, and we start streaking and get back to form, and business as usual. We could see some pretty awesome epic ride to the end, and we could still win the Premier League, and the CL's there too, right? So tons of football. Like, maybe the best is yet to come for this season. Maybe the best is yet to come still. Again, the best stuff is still to play for, obviously. So I'm going to be super positive going forward. And it's just going to be my dad just screaming in my ears every match until we can get back to form. Please help me. It's too much on my freaking ears. All right. So I've got the Skype line open if anyone wants to jump in there. Let's do some shout-outs. Shane Crawford. Hold on, guys. I can't see all the comments. I'm missing the bottom one. Prez, honestly, I blame players and Klopp. Yeah, it's a mix of everything right now. Good comments, everybody. Milmore Michael, you just got to be positive, man. It's whatever. We just lost in the FA Cup. Whatever. Let's all just laugh at how I'm arsed about it 1 second, and now I don't give a shit about it. That's the FA Cup in a nutshell. All right. Top four is a risk. Yeah, I mean, I'm still not worried about top four because we're just that, like, bigger picture, we're that good. In the tactics have been a bit off. I mean, we were getting in there more. And keep in mind, Joel Matip wasn't in this match. We're still playing. We don't have Van Dijk back there, guys, right? So it's going to be shaky. Defense is one thing. The attack is what I'm worried about. If we can catch our attack, where, in the Premier League matches, our defense should be a bit stronger with Matip in there. And we're likely to catch fire if we can just start playing a bit more effective. The passes are just, I don't know. We're in like a bit of a panic mode. And again, the teams are playing us well. The pressure is on in these matches, so I'm not too worried yet. Bigger picture, because there's so much to play for. We still got 19 Premier League matches to go, halfway through the season, and the Champions League. Go get it. So anything can happen in the CL. Man, thank God for the Champions League. Who is this guy? I'm shit? No, you're blocked. How about that? You're blocked. No, I'll put you in timeout because I don't know if you're talking to me. Are you talking to me? All right. Michael Dunn. Salah scored 2. That was good to see. Can't get me points in my Premier League, but choking like my Premier League guys, my Premier League fantasy league. Had a great squad and it went all to shit. I'm not going to get into it in this stream, but it's killing me. I'm getting choked up. Talk amongst yourselves. It's a shout out to Mike Myers. Go get it. Drinking the coffee too. I spiked it. Liverpool played crap and lost to the better team. We're the better team. Today, United. Yeah, okay. You were better because of that free kick. Whatever. All right. The FSG, no, I can't. I just can't. I think that whenever we hit a bit of a funk or a dip, it's just like the frickin' blame game starts. And a lot of it's like, it's genuine fans genuinely assessing what they think is going wrong, right? So, everyone's got a right to their opinion, but I don't think it's fair to just fucking say FSG out. That's just crazy, man. They have to go. We wouldn't even be fucking enjoying football if that didn't happen. That was key to everything's been key to happen to what we've seen, and to say FSG out's insane. But yeah, you can say why aren't we doing an emergency purchase for a center back? I get that. But I get not getting one, and Matip got injured. Gomez is fucking, I guess he's still injured. It is what it is, right? Allison, yeah. Yeah, Fernandez with that freaking free kick. I thought he was going to go top corner, and I really thought they were going to score on that goal. I hate it. I'll get a feeling it's going to happen, and I'm like, I know that I'm like, okay, I'm getting that feeling. I'm still hoping for it to be saved, and no, it was a good kick. It is what it is. Man, so catching my breath, guys. I choked just like us today. Mark Thompson, born in Liverpool, living the dream. Yeah, it is what you gotta have dips in life, man. You can't have it 100%. I wish this would happen all the time. There's a lot of missed. We've had a crazy run with Klopp, man. Like we already did. Like Klopp's already accomplished so much, and we lost so many trophies, but we won. The freaking, the CL to win it like that, and to lose the Prem like that in the same freaking year, and then to go on to finally win it, and then oh no, freaking let's throw a friggin', a worldwide shutdown, potentially stopping us to win it. It was insane, man. Like, bigger picture, I am super positive. All right? It's been a rough couple of, months almost now in a really shit season where we got screwed, okay? I'm not forgetting any of that shit. The bullshit VAR calls, yeah, I know it happens to and against everybody, for and against everyone. But we know there's a lot. We always are going to get a bit. We know how it is. We're used to that. And that's why we still overcame for a long time. Injuries finally caught up with us, with Jota being out. I think that really, Jota's been such a major advantage for us as a player to create and to score and to run with the ball. There's your, it's like, it's killing me that we're not doing that. We did a little bit of it in this, so at least we scored 2 freaking goals. But I'm positive, guys. I'm still going to be really positive. A lot to play for here. Let's get your comments in there. My Skype's open. If I see anyone that wants to go in there, give me a shout out for that, and we'll see. Liverpool robbed, second offside. You know what? I don't know if we hit the ball there. I didn't see a straight angle where Rashford was lined up for that, so I can't comment. The replay I saw was on a very, very off angle. You couldn't really tell. I didn't have a straight angle on it. I haven't seen it yet. 10-N, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's got to be positive, right? There's always deceptive times. We gotta prepare. Always be ready, folks, for anything. And yeah, always stay positive too, right? I'm not losing my faith here. I was for us to score. Because I just knew the writing was on the wall yet again for another match. But yeah, I'm still very positive overall. I missed a ton of comments. Put in your comments if you're watching right now and I didn't read it. I want to read your comments. But I missed a ton. Change your formation. Shout out to Ulawa, Femi, Initan. Yeah, like my dad was saying about Thiago, like he should be more of an attacking mid, right? But he's playing back sometimes. I don't even notice much of him today, to be honest. Granted, my memory's not always good for some of this. Like it's hard for me. I got my dad freaking, I'm not watching it in tunnel vision. I'm watching it in rant vision with my dad. So it's like every play I'm in a fucking trench, like just getting hammered by. The artillery and the shells is my dad. Like, every time we make a bad pass, he's got to say it in the most aggravated way. So it's getting to me. It's getting hard for me to watch these matches, guys. But I'm not trying to complain. It's just it is what it is when you're with a passionate, crazy fan like my dad. We got some United fans in here. What the heck, man? Man United fans acting like Bruno is playing alone against Liverpool. I'll say this about Fernandes. He's a very, very good he's your workhorse player. You take Fernandes out and United, yeah, they're still going to be a dangerous team at times, but that really, having a player like that, and Cavani was a great pickup for them as well. But yeah, no, Fernandes is the real business, man. He's a high work rate player and he's a skilled player. All right. You've got fucking 6 of those now, and you've only got 3 European Cups there, glory. So no, you're not allowed to put 6 glory. You can put you in timeout for that. If you had done 3, But 6, big boy table. There we go. All right. FSG have to balance the books. I get it, but Klopp wanted an emergency transfer this month. Yeah. Even like what my dad's saying, what about Nat Phillips? Right? I thought he would be in. He seems a bit stronger of a center back. He didn't seem good at sometimes, but other times he seemed solid enough. Let's face it, guys. Secretly, we're missing Ragnar Klavan. I almost wanted to. I was trying to find that footage to post it. After we lost to Burnley, I just gave up. I couldn't even find the footage. I'm dying here. I took that sip of coffee and I'm choking. Oh, man. NFL's on, yeah. Minamino, yeah. Good comment, Pat Nonahan. Yeah, we could have used Minamino in this match. We could have started Mane in this match. Shaq was subbed on later. I don't know, man. Why is he putting Origi on? You know, Origi, he's got the height, and he can be the goal in a can sometimes. I know a lot of people, my dad included, don't like Origi as an option. He's kind of a last option now. You know, we'll see if Klopp keeps him. Probably will go next season, but you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you why Minamino's not getting played as much. And it's happened for a lot of players that's joined our club, right? So I'm not surprised. I'm dying here, guys. For those of you joining me, it went down the wrong pipe. And now I'm dealing with it. So yeah, it is what it is. FA Cup, not ours. I was so pumped before, and now I don't care. That's the beauty of the FA Cup. It's a bonus. See how Champions League to come, and five massive Premier League matches. We have to get back into form. I don't know if it's going to happen. Normally, what happens is like it'll go bad to a point, and then we'll snap back into it. But yeah, this is really really frustrating. Carol Moore, yeah, I agree. I agree with both your comments. That's really, my dad would agree too, especially about a striker. We had Jota anyways as an attacking player, and he could play anywhere for that, right? So it's because he got injured. I mean, it's just been a shit show this season for injuries and BS. And then, you know, our form dropped, so it is what it is. Sign a center back, yeah. Lovren, what? Didn't try to win any pens? Yeah, well, he usually doesn't dive. There's one time where he could have got the ball to Sadio. He didn't. He went for the shot. It is what it is, guys. Matt Phillips? Is it Matt Phillips or... Yeah, Nat Phillips, right? Yeah, it's not. Nathaniel Phillips. I'm dying here. Damn coffee. Should have started with Matt. Yeah, I'm probably just going easy on him because of his groin. Talent is there. I agree, Mark Thompson. I agree 100% with that. Damn fucking thing. Sorry, guys. I need to literally stop this stream just so I can breathe. Choking on my coffee for fucking 10 minutes now doing a live stream. This is just pissing me off. Go get it. We're not good enough. We're good enough to win it all. Yeah. Yeah, Mark Thompson, like bang on with the comments. Dying here. Absolutely dying here, folks. I might take a break for a second. I'm choking on this guy. This is us. This is our form. Just coughing for 20 minutes for 2 months. Yeah. New faces in the summer. There's going to be a big, maybe a couple nice moves in the summer. I think that's going to go down. Drink water, bro? Yeah, I got some water right here. Olive oil's good. You okay, bro? I'm choking on coffee. It went down the wrong pipe. Man. Or I can sing with like a friggin' aggressive rock voice. That'll clear it out. These comments. Mark Thompson? Yeah. Watching me suffer? Fuck off. Oh, yeah! There we go. I'll do like shitty Nickelback impressions. Because we're playing like shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry for the swearing, guys. I get agitated. I don't like choking up on air. Go get it. That's what I mean. I need to get in the go-get-its. We need to get back into the Mohamed Salah sweepstakes. Me kicking the hat. We need a new straw hat. This is all falling on me. It's time to go to the dollar store and get that hat, guys. Carol Moore, I can't understand that Shaqiri can take a free kick and can't take a corner. We always take corners, so shit. Trent's been really bad for a lot of them. And has like the greatest corner ever. You know, Trent's been having problems. I will say this. He did what I wanted him to do in this match. He did make a run at it from the side of the net. That's all I asked, and I saw that in this match. And it almost created a chance. Ball went right through. That, you know, you do that fucking 5 or 10 times. That's your Man City in a bottle fucking tactics. No disrespect to the players and Kevin De Bruyne and how good they can be, because we know how good they can be when their passing is on. But really, that was their bread and butter for a couple of their seasons. I haven't been watching them as much this season, but anytime you put those passes in there, you're gonna cause something, and they're great chances, easy to put in too. So Trent did that. I will say. You know, he didn't have a great we got the goals, right? Like our chances were starting to be connecting to something or someone. But we were putting in a lot of shit balls again. A lot of desperation football is kind of where we're at right now. Because teams are just, they're rising to the occasion. They're making it tough. Matthew Moore, yeah, it's pretty frustrating. I agree. Definitely really frustrating, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, if you want to call in, you're welcome to call in. I've got the Skype there. You can do it on video. We could just do audio, or just even your comments are great, bro. Nearly breaking your camera, yeah, man. Frick, it's getting really frustrating. But again, it's the FA Cup. We're at another possible good pivot point halfway through the season, and still the CL to play. So I'm still jacked as shite. We're playing like shite though. Yeah, Matt's got a great channel. Check out his channel. Go sub to it. We always need subscribers, folks. All right. Mark Thompson, honestly, I would rather beat United every time we play them in exchange. You know what? Yeah, it does suck to lose to United, but I mean, it's not like, I mean, I remember when we were struggling. Hold on, sorry guys, I got, oh, he's calling. I thought I had a freaking pop-up. Hold on, bro. Oh, my audio's breaking on it though. Shoot. Hey, brother, they won't be able to hear you just yet. Let me set up my desktop audio. Okay, so your audio's live. We might have the audio might be a bit crackly, But Matthew Moore is going to join us. Let's see if I can get the Skype video set up as well and put it somewhere. I deleted it. Of course I did. 1 second, guys. Do I have it? Yeah, I do. Let's see if I can... Oh, shit. Hold on a second. I just screwed something up. I've got to fix it. I'll get there, guys. 1 second. 1 second, everyone. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Hold on. I got to fix 1 second. One thing, bro. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so he's on cam. Matthew Moore. Really appreciate you calling in, bro. I'm just centering the video. Looks great. Looking awesome. You know, too bad we're not looking as great on the pitch, but good to see you, man. Your thoughts? How's it going?
How's it going? Let's just say if I saw Jurgen Klopp in person right now, I'd have a few choice words for him.
Really? Wow, you're like my dad. You're pissed off. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, man.
It's so hard to watch at the moment.
Yeah,
we really are.
It is
hard to watch.
Yeah, I apologize, everyone, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. We might be having a lot of audio problems right now. There's a lot of clicks, so again, sorry to all the viewers for that. Just wanted to say that. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
No, it's okay. My frustration, well, obviously we can't help it, the fact that we're missing key players, the likes of Virgil and Joe Gomez and obviously Hendo and stuff. But I mean, playing players out of position, which is so frustrating to watch.
Yeah, it feels like that's yeah.
And then hearing in the news yesterday that apparently the club isn't going to support him and get another cover for the centre half position, and it's just so frustrating to hear that news. We need another centre half. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Firmino's doing a great job, but I mean, like, bringing in the likes of Joe Matip, who, in my opinion, is not good enough.
Okay.
I think he.
I mean, I hear it. I get it.
He's too injury prone, and we need somebody there who is going to take control of the back four. I mean, even Trent and Andy Robertson's, even you can see their frustrations too as well with the current form. The balls are putting into the box. We look at the Burnley game, how many balls Trent put into the box.
They were all headed out. I know, they were all so predictable. Buddy, we were like literally playing into their... Yeah, you're saying, I mean, I was bitching about it live, and I'm sure you were just like, what are we doing? It's like, that match was a good example of how almost everything we did was... We just... Burnley did a great job, but we just played right into their hand. At least this match... I know the result was bad. We did score 2 goals. We did have a competitive match. It was still a bad match. It was still a pretty bad overall performance because of you got to look at it like we lost. There were mistakes. There were bad passes, but I did see a bit of breath of freshness in our attack. We slipped 1 goal past them. I saw Trent, like I said, put a ball across the box. It almost caused something. It wasn't a good match, but we did get 2 goals. Feel like we were coming back, just because we started to score again.
Even before United's 3rd goal, we were taking control of the game. Millie hit the bar. We were doing well, and you just knew the way our form is. At the moment, we're just so frustrated to watch. And I understand all teams go through blips. I mean, look at the teams that are going through current bad patches at the moment. The likes of Chelsea, Tottenham, and through a bad stage. But the way I'm looking at it is now, people are starting to figure out our way of play.
Yeah.
And they're coming to Anfield now with no fear.
True.
I remember 2-3 seasons ago, coming to Anfield, people were scared to come.
Oh, yeah.
Even before the likes of the famous Barcelona game or things like that, Klopp had us playing away where teams didn't know how to react, and we were scoring for fun. And
we were good.
I'm not making excuses for the boys at the moment. Yes, all teams go through bad patches, but at the moment, it just seems to be nobody just... It's like it's not clicking. It's just it's so hard to watch them coming forward. I mean, the game against Burnley, even with Mo Salah, every time he got the ball, you knew he was going to lose the ball. Burnley's back forward, cut him off. Every ball was delivered into the box. The keeper was catching them all night long. It was like catching practice for him. Yeah. You know, there was just no drive. There was no, there was just no determination to win a game. I mean, today, yes, there was good patches where we were playing very well.
Yeah.
We got our 2, which is a good thing because we haven't scored in a few games. But we're going to Tottenham here on Thursday night.
I know. Man.
It's going to be what is going to happen.
Buddy, with the next 5 games, we got Tottenham, then I think we got West Ham, Brighton, City, Leicester. But if we can catch fire, if we can freaking get the job done against Tottenham, those 4 matches, like the next 2 after that, we should handle our business. And then you got City and Leicester. We can really turn things around, or we could really be in a really, really, really bad predicament. But I haven't seen it go that bad for us in quite a long time. So I'm hoping that we are going to turn the corner here. Granted, it was a different lineup today. It was the FA Cup. We're going into a massive Premier League. It's almost like we got to get back into playing our best, when we were winning every match in the Prem for the last couple seasons.
Yeah, I understand teams go through bad patches. Every team goes through it. Yeah. I mean, look at, even for example, Manchester United at the moment. They're on an absolute roll. I mean, this time a year or so ago, before they signed your man Hernandez, I mean, they were getting beaten at home by silly teams, giving away stupid results, finishing, they were lucky to even finish in the top 6. Yeah. Crashing near the Europe, not playing well. I mean, they were like pretty much ultimately a banner club. Like, it was so funny. It was great. And even this season, they didn't start off well. Like 10 years ago, it was like watching us, when we were struggling, and we were lucky to finish in the top 5.
Yeah.
But watching today, it was like watching the old times where it was United, we're always winning, and they're winning everything. And I hope it's just a blip that we're going through.
Yeah, I think
turn the corner.
Yeah.
But at the moment, even watching Jurgen's body language on the side of the pitch isn't a good sign either.
Okay.
There's something that seems to be...
Nothing's clicking right now. Nothing's clicking. Yeah. Nothing is clicking. But we did get 2 goals. It's been like... There's been a lot of adversity this season. We got to throw that into some... get a bit of context with it, obviously, but... our form definitely, even with our squad, and I know we need a center back. Even with that situation, our form's still been really bad anyway. So, it's got to change. I think it will change. But again, sooner the better, man. We're playing Tottenham, and it's gonna be a desperate match for them as well. Because they're on a top 4 right now.
I saw a very good, interesting point. I must bring it up with your viewers.
Sure,
now.
Yeah.
Well, people who watch Sky Sports here in the UK or wherever they watch around the world. Graham Souness, ex-Liverpool player, made a good point the other day. He was talking about how bad we were playing and stuff, and he says maybe this game coming up against Tottenham could be the turning point for the corner of the bad run. This could be a game where we go out there and show what we're made of, and this could be a run that we could possibly go on. Which I hope it's true, because in the past, Liverpool have our problem has been in the past, before we obviously won the title and won our good run and stuff, was drawing too many games, and that's what we're going through this point of the game.
I know. You're right.
You think about how many games we've drawn this season. We had won those games, or won even half of that. We're going off. We'd have been. You know what I mean? They've been sitting up at the top, so it's. I think our problem is we just draw too many games, and even the time we finished in the league a point behind City, that was the problem. We drew too many games.
Yeah.
So. That's not the case again this season.
Yeah, no, that's bang on. That's a great point.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you look at the last 6 matches, it's just you just see those gray. The losses as well. I mean, the loss to Burnley, for crying out loud, and they did a great job.
But
You know,
always been Liverpool's
but all the
problem.
draws, yeah.
Yeah, it's always been Liverpool's problem in recent years. Teams the likes of Burnley and West Ham and those teams come into our place and get the point. And later on, and then we could go on a run, but those draws cost us titles. Those draws cost us points that could be crucial, like for qualifying for Europe or qualifying for the even go for the title. You know, but I hope it's just not going to be an ongoing problem again. But I mean, reading that report from I think it was the Liverpool Echo, they were saying about Jurgen Klopp's been told by the board of directors that he's not getting any money for a centre half. I'm hoping that's not the case because we desperately. I know Virgil's on the way of coming back soon.
Yeah.
But it needs to be where we need that cover. We need that cover now.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get that cover, you don't want to be sitting here in 4 or 5 weeks where we're sitting maybe 6th and United and Chelsea run away with the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion on it all, and it's a very frustrating time to be a Liverpool fan.
Yeah,
very
it's really frustrating. As crazy as the center back scenario is, we haven't been able to get our attack going. Team, like you said earlier, teams found us out, man. This has been going on for a while now, and honestly, considering the injuries, we did so well. It's been a really weird first half of the season because we did so well with the shit that we were handed. Like it just dealt a raw bad hand in one match really against Everton. You take that match out, that match doesn't happen, or if it happens, honorably and properly without how dirty they were and stupid that tackle was on Van Dijk, we'd probably be steamrolling the league by about 8 points up. Either, going back a few months, maybe not by now, I don't know, but one thing can change so much, right? Especially that.
Yeah, I mean, that game alone, we lost 2 key players in that game, Thiago and Virgil.
Yeah, Thiago got injured, and then the Virgil one, I was just fucking mad. Everyone, we were just done, man. Like, how can it's like it's just like ending our season right there. That's how it felt. But I still was so kind of like, I was so confident in our squad and in Klopp that I was laughing it off, saying, I expect us to still win, and we did. And then now, it's been a roller coaster. Sorry?
You were robbed that day as well.
We were robbed with Henderson, and we were robbed fucking, like, how many times with VAR again? Like, it's just the lack of consistency. It's kind of like the U.S. justice system. The charges are like, you know what? I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to get negative, but if you've ever seen certain people get charged for 50 years for one thing and 2 years for another, sometimes life's like that where it's not fair, it's not balanced, it doesn't make sense. And yeah, VAR was in shambles, man. It's for something that is supposed to improve the game. It's actually done a lot of harm to those matches where they don't get it right. But again, that falls into the hands of who's managing the VAR. I think that's another point, is that some of these refs are incompetent and some of them I think they're guilty of being biased. I think you're always going to have that. But I'm not making excuses. And, we still overcame a lot of that. Our form is now bad, and that's where we're at. And, yeah, like you said, that Tottenham match, man, we got to frickin' get it. It'll be a tough one. But if we rise to the occasion...
don't even get me started. VAR, in my opinion...
Oh, yeah, man.
Just one of those things. In my opinion, it's ruining the game.
It is at this point. At this point, it's now ruining the game. You're right. But what would you rather have? Like, the refs have nothing to keep them in check. Like, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Is kind of VAR and officiating in a nutshell. But there are times where I'm like, yeah, just scrap it, because part of football is you're not going to get every call, and I mean, even if you look at, they didn't even, maybe they did check it for VAR, but when, like with City, when we had Trent had the handball, I don't know, I guess that probably is a handball. The thing is, though, it depends on context. I think it was ricocheted and it was incidental, so you can easily not rule that a handball, and then obviously Fabinho scores. Now, to be able to go back and to just tear down a great moment, it does kind of ruin the game. But it depends on, your perspective. If you're a City fan, you're gonna be looking. We're always gonna be a little bit biased for our own club. There's Dave. Dave's here in the chat as well. Good to see you, Dave. Again, guys, for you watching, everyone watching, the audio, it might be crackly. I do apologize because we're running through Skype right now. So let me know on your end if the audio's been a bit cracking, and at least I know. I'll review it afterwards too, guys. Thanks for joining us, Matthew Moore. Yeah, you're free to keep going, and I don't know what else is there to get into. I mean, we got the CL, baby. We got the CL.
Well, there's always that.
We're gonna get knocked out by Leipzig. It's gonna be terrible. No, honestly, I mean, I'm still happy that we got half the season to play, and we still have the Champions League to look forward to.
My view of it is at least
get something going.
At least we have.
Yeah, we're playing football. Audio's perfect. Okay, so it's just my system. That's good to know. Yeah, thanks, guys. I apologize for little interruptions like that, but
There, at least we'll have football. It was taken away for a period of time, but now it's back, and it's good we'll have it back. It's been a strange old season.
It has.
Strange. It's been like a really bad dream. This season, it's just everybody. Some of the results are just insane, and the standings are a bit weird too as well. But it's just, I'm just glad there is football. That's the most important thing. There is football to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing that bugged me the most was the fact that they brought fans back for a little bit, the teases, and then they took it away again. And that
there was no way they could really avoid that. You knew that was gonna be. Things have to go a certain way. I'd get into it right now, and I'm sure we'd probably agree on a lot of things, a lot of this stuff. But what can you do when the world's going a certain way? It's like you just got to let it play out. And I'm thinking by March, April, this whole thing's gonna be put to bed now. And yeah, maybe we'll get back to some real normalcy. But yeah, things have changed in a lot of ways too.
Maybe on your side of the world, but over here, the politicians and stuff in this country are, as I always.
It's all a game, bro. It's all a game. It's all a game, man. The whole world's a stage. It's all a show. It's all a dog and pony show, my friend. This is what I'm trying to say without going there too much, right? Like.
Well, that's it, exactly. I mean, I see different countries like the States and Canada and, European countries at the moment, the way they are compared to us, and I'm thinking, hang on every second, what's going on here? I watch US television every day and Canadian television every day. I watch it every day, and I'll check out what's going on in the world, and I look over there and I go, hang on here, how come they're doing that and we're not allowed to do this? I mean, the NFL have football, have fans, and other things have fans, but we don't have nothing. And I'm thinking, hang on here, what's going on?
It's frustrating. It's a crazy world, bro. Especially the times and basically once this whole thing happened, it's like, okay, the next 2-3 years are going to be a write-off, and hopefully everything gets built back. Hopefully people are given their right to go back to a football match, and things are played out like that. But what can you do, man? When it goes to the type of year we had, Sorry, go ahead, man.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Sure.
Just the week before all this pandemic, should we say, hit the world, I was actually at a Liverpool game at Anfield, and I was watching back the video the other day with my dad, because I took my dad to the game. And I was sitting there, and I said to my dad, you know something, Dad? The week after we were at that game is whenever all this started. You look at that, look at the world then.
Yeah. Oh, if you freeze it, exactly.
We were at that game and we were like singing away. We were actually in the Anfield road end that day, right behind the goal, like right on behind the goal.
Wow.
We were at the game, and I was watching the vlog that I'd done at the game with Dad. And I'm thinking, it was actually last week. Sometime we were watching it back, and I says, Dad, see within a week, 10 days from that, the way the world is now, it just shows you, just like that.
Just like that. Change. Yeah, man. It puts things into perspective, and really, if you're awake, it really is a big. It's like a shot and a slap to the face, a big reality check that anything can happen, bro.
Exactly. I mean, with me going to Anfield regularly, with myself, my son, my dad, and whatever else, my friends and stuff, and then to have that all taken away, and to be in the stadium I'm not there every week, but I'm there quite a bit recently, in recent years, and to be there, and then you see the stadium now, and it's just like a ghost town. It's like, that's not the way it's just eerie to watch.
Yeah.
Even when we lifted the Premier League trophy, it was just, it just didn't feel right. Do you know, it took weeks for it to sink. We actually won the league because it was so weird watching it like that.
Yeah, it was. The moment kind of was taken away from us. But, I will say this, the club really did a great job putting on at least that great firework display, and to really get rocked for that moment. It was different. For me, it was like, okay, it's so good that we finally won it. It had to be different. And we were just on freaking fire, man. Like, we got to get back, to that football, and I think we deserve it, but it is kind of earned too. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Back to the story you were gonna say.
No, I was just saying, I was watching it, watching back, because I don't think you've ever been to Anfield before.
Never been. No, I'm just an armchair fan.
Any of your viewers who watch this right now, I'll tell you this now, going to Anfield match day is the best experience you have as a Liverpool fan.
Oh, it must be amazing.
Visit the museum even the day before the game, or if you're lucky enough to get in on the day, the morning of the game, it's even better.
Yeah.
Seeing all the fans from all around the world, the atmosphere, you hear all the different languages, all the different people you meet, just the whole atmosphere, and then for that to be just switched off like a light switch, and there's nothing there now. It's just the stadium's empty, and you're looking at it. It's different if you've never been, but when you go to Anfield and you're there and you've seen it many times and you've been there, and you see it the way it is now, it's just an eerie feeling.
It's just kind of depressing, yeah.
Right. Going back to what I was telling you, watching that video, I just said to my dad, Dad, literally not even 10 days after that video, I think we played in the Champions League after that game midweek, and then it was just pulled the plug, and it was gone. And it was like, that is so strange, the fact that everybody was there, the stadium was full, and within 10 days, nope, sorry, no more football, no more fans.
Just like that. Just like that, bro.
Just like that. And it's scary, though, because I said to my dad, for all we knew, COVID could have been in. Like, someone in that stadium could have had COVID, and we didn't know.
Right.
Yeah. One of us could have caught it, or somebody else could have caught it, or whatever. Yeah. Lucky enough, we didn't. So, but it's just watching that video back is just, it just seems like a life that never existed.
Right.
It's just because we're so used to being at home now. I don't know what it's like where you live at the moment, but here at the moment, we were in a 6-week lockdown, but now we've been extended for another 4 weeks, I think it is now.
Yeah, I think it's just going on here too. It's kind of similar over here.
Yeah, it's just insane, but it's just a weird time for football, and a lot of fans are frustrated that they can't get the games, and they can't. I even work in local football here where I live, and our season's been cancelled. I work in the league below the Premier League over here, but our Premier League football can go ahead, but there's no fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
Every Saturday I go to football myself. I work as a media guy on a local football team here in my country, and we haven't kicked the ball all season, and we're sitting at home. We're struggling, and clubs are going out of business. And
I know, that's insane. That's really sad. That's gotta be kept in check. They've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
And even I know this is a Liverpool channel, and we're Liverpool fans, but there's smaller clubs out there as well who are struggling. For match day receipts and income from merchandise and things like that. It's such a hard thing to live in football. Football's a hard thing to watch the moment, but at least we have football. We can watch our football. So
yeah, at least it's still going, and we're still having matches. It's just got to play out, man. It's like, it's like we just got to. This moment just has to pass. It's just like a big bad effing cloud. Of bizarro worlds, Like
it's like a really bad horror movie.
Yeah, it's like you said. it has that weird bad dream or bad alternate reality. It's like, oh shit, this is what it would be like. But no, it's really happening. Like the events in the world, the time, the rights that are being taken away, or also to counter that side of people, that side of opinion. There's the whole thing of a pandemic. But I don't know, man. I mean, I could talk forever about my opinion on it and all that, and what we should do or what we shouldn't do, or what it is or what it isn't. But I'm glad to have football, like you said, man. At least the leagues are still going. We are entertained, because if we didn't have football, bro, like I've watched everything on Netflix. I can't. I mean, we need things to blow off steam, and especially watching Liverpool football, like. It's almost like taking your dinner away from you, right? Like, we need to eat.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, even watching football at the minute, it's eerie because there's matches on at different times, which was normally never on. You get matches on a Thursday night, which you never got. All these weird times for matches, and and you're like, this just doesn't seem right. But listen, the bottom line is we still have football. You know what I mean? We still have it, and we can't complain. And if it wasn't for football, I think I'd go nuts. If we didn't have any football.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's nothing like watching football, especially me with my dad, and we do content and all the. It's kind of cool for me. It's weird when you're a fan, but then I'm like, oh yeah, like I actually do a football show, and I see people show up to see what I'm saying and to interact with everyone. So, it's a lot of fun is what I'm getting at. Even just watching football on its own, but being able to interact with everybody, oh man. I can't envision my life not having this, not being streaming and interacting with people all over the world and meeting so many cool people like yourself, and just really coming together to support the club and have good banter. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, man.
Could you imagine if we lived in a world if we didn't have the internet?
Yeah, there's some parts of the world that are crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, big time, really insane. And that's the good thing about the internet; you can communicate with other fans.
Yeah.
When you have your families here on your channel, which support you well, and
they do.
I watch your videos and I watch. Another thing I need to say to you as well: you need to get to that dollar store and get that hat.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is why it's all falling apart. I keep putting. We're all. I don't know about everybody, but I get a little superstitious sometimes because things tend to go a certain way when you do a certain thing, right? Sorry, what's that?
Can I ask the question? Whose idea was it for the straw hat?
So the hat was. So okay, so the story on the hat was I used to love this player we had, this kid, Carlos Teixeira, because he was a very flashy kid, and I just thought he was just the best, and we never were playing him. So I got all hyped one day because he was going to play in a FA Cup match or a League Cup match, whatever it was, and this straw hat was it was in the house. Like, I didn't go and buy it. My mom probably got it from a freaking garage sale, right? So one day I just saw it in the closet, and I had talked about it. And I just go, that's it, I'm getting the straw hat. I don't even know why. I just thought I would wear it or something. And then it turned into, throwing it, or I kicked it. It just happened. It became a thing. And then it looked like it became a thing where I would kick it on purpose, but it was just it was just always a thing to do. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just happened on its own. And then when we got Salah, man, like that hat got destroyed, man. Like, because it was the most amazing season. And we didn't win. I mean, we got top 4, I think, that season. Right?
Yep.
But we didn't get a trophy. And Salah broke the record. In fact, Salah breaking the record was kind of like a trophy. It was a monumental thing. And we had just picked up Mane the year before. So they were great pieces. We were acquiring great stepping stones season to season. And, it was Klopp's now going into his sort of semi-third season at the time. It was a wild time. So that hat definitely, we got some great reactions. I actually watched a clip of it in my on my external hard drive that I saved, just a 2-second clip of me kicking the hat when Salah scored, and yeah, it brought back some good memories. So yeah, it just showed up. It was destiny. But now I've got to actually buy one.
When I first came across you, the time we were in the Sky Sports advert together.
Yeah.
I actually went online to try and find your channel. That's how I first saw you. We were part of that advert together.
Right.
And it was like, what's with the hat?
What is this idiot doing throwing a hat?
Yeah, it was like, and then as I went on and I watched more of your reaction videos and stuff with your dad, it was kind of like, where's the hat? I didn't see the hat anymore. Where's this hat he kicks?
Yeah, we would lose it and shit.
My son I do the videos with as well, and he's like, Dad, why does he kick the hat for? I mean, one day I will ask him, so I'm asking you now, and now you've told me, so there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it just, like, one of the best reactions I had with that hat was Henderson getting that worldie against Chelsea, because the goal was such an epic goal from Henderson, right, of all people, and then I had just happened to have the hat, like, in my hand or something, and I literally, like, I don't know if I spinned it or I exploded, but I just freaking, like, the hat, and I just ran out of screen. Like, it was the funniest visual. And, yeah, it just became a thing. I just started kicking it, right? I love wrestling, so it must have been, Shawn Michaels.
Really?
Shawn Michaels.
You love wrestling?
Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan from back in the day.
Man,
we talk wrestling. We talk wrestling on this show a lot now.
Holy shit! I've actually watched wrestling since I was 4.
Yeah, me too.
I wrestled myself for 5 years.
Oh wow!
Over here in the UK for 5 years, man. Jeff. Holy shit, man! You watch wrestling? That's more things to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. We could definitely. We should do a podcast sometime and just get into it.
Yeah.
It's
when I retired from wrestling 10 years ago to become a full-time dad and work hard and stuff away from that. Yeah. I actually done a podcast on a local radio station for 3 years and then I obviously stopped.
Nice.
For obviously personal reasons, but
for sure, yeah.
That is awesome.
Buddy, and I got a lot of. I watched it religiously, buddy.
Oh yeah,
I was hooked back in, I watched it since I was a kid as well in the 80s. And as big as the 80s were, then the 90s, like, it kept evolving so much. And then the Monday Night Wars, like, you just couldn't get enough of both at the time. For right up until Vince bought out WCW, it was just, that was its peak, obviously. Yep. I don't watch it now, but if I had time or if they were able to get me to watch it again, heck, if I had a bit more cash, I would probably buy the WWE Network. Like, I still watch things to do with wrestling. I watch tons of Wrestling Shoot podcasts. I'll always watch that. I love that. It's funny how just talking about it and talking about the business is very entertaining, and knowing all the backstage stories, and I'm really into that now. What's interesting? I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Cody Rhodes is running AEW, and they're trying to get it going. And now they Jericho's involved, and they had Snoop Dogg on one of the things too.
I've been watching it from the start. Whenever AEW stopped, Jericho looks horrible now. He's let himself go. He's old. I was watching him fight last week, and I just turned the channel off. It was like,
really?
I watched.
But he's a character, though. I'd watch it just to see Jericho personally. Like, that to me is smart. But you're saying, so he was in a match and he's like, he's definitely. He's got miles on him too, right?
Yeah. He let himself go. He's really pudgy and fat now.
Yeah, you got to be lean. Yeah.
But
it's hard, man.
Watching him now, But he has a character. I've met Chris 4 or 5 times in the past.
It's Winnipeg, you idiot. He is a real character.
He is a character.
He is, buddy. Yeah.
No, it's not the same anymore. Me and my son were supposed to go to WrestleMania this year, and it was supposed to be in LA this year.
Yeah.
But it's obviously been changed again because of obviously all the pandemic stuff. But
Yeah.
they're letting fans back this year, which is a good thing. They're having a stadium this year again, and they're letting about 25,000 fans in, like the NFL are doing.
Okay.
Letting them from socially distant, which is a good step forward.
Yeah.
But they're making plans for next year to head to the one in where's next year? I think it's in LA next year. No, it's not. It's in Texas next year.
Oh, okay.
So what? Texas again at AT&T Stadium again, and then the year after they're going to LA. So, but no, my son wants to go next year. I've been to a few WrestleManias in my time, but no, it's not the same anymore. It's the pandemic has affected it as well. It's virtual. I mean, I was in that new Thunderdome thing they have the other week. I applied to get onto that, and I got onto it a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. The guy was like reading you your cues and telling you how to when to cheer, when to boo, and I'm going, hang on here. You don't tell fans to cheer or boo.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
If they want to boo someone, they'll do it. If they want to cheer the bad guy, let them do it. That's the thing that annoyed me. And I felt insulted. But it's just one of those things, man. It's the way the world is nowadays. It's the same as football now. Back in my day, years ago, football fans used to be bantering back and forth with each other. People take it too serious now in football. Far too serious. Some people take it. People ask about my live reaction videos and stuff for the Liverpool games. Oh, why do you get on like that for? Is it staged? And I'm going, no, I'm just passionate about my club, and if you don't like what I do, watch.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I just love my club. That's why I love Liverpool so much. Since I was a boy, I've always supported them and followed them.
Yeah.
There you go. But hey ho. Well, I'm gonna love and leave you, man, because I gotta go and
okay.
Things that are.
Hey, it was great talking to you. Thanks for coming on, man.
Definitely.
Wrestling. We got to do a wrestling podcast. And they want to know what rock and roll bands we like. Metal bands. We can get into that. And I'll tell you guys mine in a bit. But Matt's got to go. Matt, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Everybody who's watching now, don't forget, if you're watching for the first time, this guy, subscribe to him because he's good. And he does some good content. And I must say to your viewers as well, even if you got an online poll, tell him to get another straw hat. He needs a straw hat.
I got to do. I'm gonna go shopping. We'll do it. We'll do it. It has to happen.
Or someone send him a straw hat. You have to get this man kicking that hat again. And here, send your dad my regards as well and tell him to say hello. And I hope he's keeping safe and well too.
Oh, I appreciate that. Honestly, much love, brother. Thanks for those words about my dad. I'll let him know. And you take care. I'm going to write down. I'm looking for a pen right now. You probably can't see what I'm doing. I want to write down, buy a straw hat. It needs to be done. All at the right time. Okay, watch. We'll see what happens. If I could buy it and we win against Tottenham, then I think you're onto something. All right, bro. Thanks again, eh?
No worries. Take care. See you soon.
See you soon, brother. Take care. Bye. There's Matthew Moore calling in. Skype lines are still open if anyone wants to call in. Really appreciate that. Good hearing from Matthew Moore. My audio is just crap right now. I turned mine up a bit to try to match his, and I was seeing red. It's not a good thing when you're running a live stream. So thanks for the comments. We didn't read any comments in this. It was really nice. I really thank Matthew Moore for calling in. It's much more... let me close this window. Sorry, guys. Really nice to get something fresh on this channel. Someone calling in like that, like Matthew Moore. That's always really cool. So thanks again, brother. Go get it. And I got to get a straw hat. So metal, we can talk about rock and roll bands. I'm not going to even talk about this match. Good seeing Dave in here earlier. Original Gunner, Andrew McGregor, Gerard Donahoe. Watch the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble. I love the Royal Rumble. That's the one thing I always will love watching with wrestling. I don't even have to be watching it to enjoy it. Like, all of the knowing the storylines and all that. I do miss it. I should probably get back into it. Go get it. For bands, I don't know. I listen to everything. Rock bands, I mean, you can everything in the 90s, pretty much every 90s band. I like everything. Grew up on, like, I really got into music and rock and metal back in 92. I was like 12 when I was just getting into my teens, man. Metallica, Metallica was always a big, massive inspiration. Oh, I can't even imagine life without Metallica. God always gives you some really good ones to get you through those years, man. And even today, just listening to Metallica not too long ago. Megadeth, right in there, right in the pocket. Dave Mustaine, sometimes better than Metallica. I love Megadeth. What else? Love my funk music, Parliament Funkadelic, all those guys. I listen to more like just dance and electronic music and cool shit like that. Oliver, if you don't know Oliver, I love Oliver. It's basically one DJ. Used to be two DJs. Now it's down to one. They're brilliant. Faith No More I'm a massive Faith No More fan. Massive fan of Mike Patton too as well, and Mr. Bungle, craziest band of all time, studio band and even live band, and some of his other projects were just off the charts, just crazy. I love that stuff. Metal, I'm not into much metal anymore. I was a big Pantera fan. Pantera, I love Pantera. I don't know. 90s is easy. Y'all know 90s. Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Rage Against the Machine. Like, so many good bands. And then you got the 70s. You got Queen. I never really got too much into Pink Floyd. I know some of their stuff. Like, I'm still missing out on some of the best music. Because I've got into so much other stuff. I've already, got a huge catalog. Yeah. And I love all the classic hits. And good pop music I like. I like ABBA. I think ABBA is one of the greatest groups ever. Obviously the Beatles. I never really got into the Bee Gees, but I love their music. I was thinking of Staying Alive. That came to me yesterday. I was a little buzzed, and I was like, man, I love that song, Staying Alive. So I'm a big music fan, and I love classical music, and I write music as well. Def Leppard, yeah. But yeah, I just listen to it, like, I'm always switching it up. I'm always looking for the latest gem. Some of the music I listen to now is 3 songs mashed together. Like Ghostbusters with Intergalactic and like those ones. There's one with there's a whole bunch of them. There's a really cool one there's a couple different mixes of it. But there's one where it's crisscross. This is the one you gotta get. It's only like 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, but it's so good. Crisscross, Jump Jump mixed with House of Pain Jump mixed with LL Cool J track. It's so good. So there's always a new musical gem out there. Electronic music, Evangelist for me. Yeah, I never got into them. There's so many bands out there, and there's so many independent artists now that can be amazing, and they're not even popular. Actually, Oliver's a good example of that. The guy's worked with so many artists, has put out so many hits, and has like the top-notch musical ideas and production. Like, it's like the best stuff. And he's well known, but the guy should be like the most famous artist out there. So sometimes you can have these groups that are like literally the best musicians, best performers, and they just don't get that push somehow. It's kind of like me live streaming, trying to get featuring. Go get it. Well, I think I'm going to end the show right now. Talking Heads, never got into them. I bet you, like, half of these bands have singles that I know. There's so many singles I'll know when they come on the radio, but I'm not into that band, or I don't know the band's name. Motorhead? I never got into Motorhead. Yeah, some of those older metal bands, you just, I grew up in the pocket. Metallica. Like, I was just obsessed. I'm still obsessed with Metallica. They have so many friggin' banging tracks. You too can't stand them? Yeah. That song Numb, though, is really good. That's what I love about the 90s. They were so, like, there's something in the air, man. Like, everything had such a 90s feel. Everything was so definitive in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even 50s, really. It's amazing how each decade was so musically different, and obviously world events and things for human history. And then it goes up to 2000s, and now it's just a free-for-all. Like, you kind of will never get... That's what makes it special all those years. And those bands, they're irreplaceable. But there's some great talent out there these days if you can find it. There's always another hidden gem you've never heard. Linkin Park, yeah, they're good. Bon Jovi's good. AC/DC, oh yeah, how could I not mention AC/DC? I love AC/DC. Back in Black. Nickelback? I'm not into Nickelback. I would always make fun of them when I would work at Shoppers. It was just always Nickelback songs, and we would just make fun of them. But they probably have some good tracks. Like, they're kind of an easy group to shit on. So I don't want to, I don't want to talk shit. You have a lot of good music. I have great music taste. Thin Lizzy, never got into Thin Lizzy. So many friggin', so much more for me to explore. Bon Jovi, what? Yeah, and someone else said they didn't like him for some other reason in a podcast. Because he did something to someone. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. Pat Monahan, you had a good comment. Oh yeah, you're the one who asked about metal bands or rock bands. I listen to everything, man. ZZ Top? ZZ Top's good. Yeah. The Misfits, never got into them. Yeah, so many bands. David Bowie, he's a great artist. Yeah. He's got a lot of good songs. Good comments, everybody. I'm out. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of any other bands right now. I got so many good ones that I'm into, but for the rest, I rely on 97.3. Boom is the station's Boom 97.3. The best station ever, man. I will always find new hits on that station from like the 70s, 80s that I never knew. One Night in Bangkok. That's a good song. Jericho Band, Fozzy. Yeah, I've heard them. They're not bad. I never listen. I can't remember any of their stuff, but I didn't really give them a chance. I mean, it takes a lot. You gotta have like a fucking banger of a song and a hooky song. I'm a melody guy. You can't just throw together. And I'm not shitting on Fozzy right now, but I never. They didn't. They didn't catch me with anything that I wanted to go listen to them. But they're good. They're a good band. But for me, I need. Maybe I didn't hear the right single or the right track. Probably has some really good stuff, and I really like Chris Jericho. I should have listened. I'm kind of lazy sometimes because I already have so much good tunes. Like I can go listen to any of my tracks on iTunes, and I'm good. I've paid for so many songs. Like And thank you to whoever puts their songs up on SoundCloud so you can download them. Thank you so much. I should be donating to some people that do that. You know? Because, yeah. It saves you money. Limp Bizkit, yeah, they were alright. Friggin', they tore up Woodstock. So did the Chili Peppers. Love Soundgarden. Chili Peppers, music, yeah, they got great. They got some stuff I can get into. I've always really liked the Chili Peppers, but I'm a huge Mr. Bungle fan, and we do not forget. And I'll leave it at that. All right. So, but yeah, no, I still appreciate a lot of hits that the Chili's have. They've got some pretty hype tracks. No doubt about it. I love No Doubt. They're a classic favorite of mine from. I got into them 95, 96. Man, The Tragic Kingdom. I love that album. And then I didn't even know about the Beacon Street collection. Then that I thought was even better. And I bought their self-titled debut, which had some pretty cool gems in it as well. All the stuff they did after, they had some good ones after, but they're I hate to say this for like artists, but I know they'd feel like I'm judging them. It's almost, I can't even use this analogy. I was about to say Tarantino and Pulp Fiction, but Tarantino's so good in every movie, so that doesn't apply with every movie he makes. But I feel with No Doubt, then there's a lot of bands, they kind of have like those 2 or 3 crazy friggin' albums, and then you'll never hear them get that good, you know, a lot of bands have kind of a short window, and they lost, I think he wrote quite a bit, Gwen Stefani's brother, I don't even remember, he went to go work for The Simpsons. He probably had something to do with writing the Monorail song, you know, so I can't remember what his first name was Gwen Stefani's brother. And I think he probably was quite a big contributor to a lot of their writing. Because after Tragic Kingdom, they haven't been able to do an album like that, or like the Beacon Street collection. Those go listen to that. Go listen to the Beacon Street collection. If you think you've heard No Doubt based on the Tragic Kingdom, yeah, no doubt about it. That's a great album. I freaking will forever love that album. But the Beacon Street collection is where it's at too. It's amazing. I still remember seeing No Doubt play Spiderwebs on David Letterman. It freaking blew my mind. That song was like the hookiest song ever. I'm like, yes, I'm buying it. That's a good example of like a real melodic hook. Is that song? And Megadeth, seeing Dave Mustaine play a Tout Le Monde on Letterman, another classic 90s moment. The 90s were so good. Guns N' Roses, love my GNR. I actually got into them as well when it was with, the Metallica time, when I was 12, 13 years old. And yeah, I bought some of their stuff. I didn't get all of their stuff at the time. I bought Use Your Illusion 1. I didn't buy Use Your Illusion 2. I had Appetite for Destruction, and that was it. And then they broke up in 95 anyways, or sometime after that. The Spaghetti Incident was their last thing. Cool that they got back together, though. Axl Rose. Freaking love Axl Rose. Taking a picture of me? Give me that camera! It jumps into the crowd. Oh, man. All right. Anyway, so Pat, that's some of my bands. Let me get centered in this thing. That's some of the bands I like. Appreciate the comments. And I don't know all of them. Rush. How could I have not said Rush yet? Oh my goodness. Rush. Neil Peart. I'm a drummer too, so. Yeah, I love Rush. Our Lady Peace, they were okay. I wasn't big on them. Ozzy Osbourne, yeah, of course. Ozzy's great. Blink 182, Green Day. I didn't get into Blink 182 that much, but I didn't mind them. But some of their songs got it just I couldn't do it anymore. Green Day. Green Day is really good. The 90s, man. So many freaking bands. Who else was there? There's even bands that had like, just one hit and I wouldn't get into them. But they had a great hit. Like the Little Piggy song. Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Can't remember who they were. What were they called? They were good. Oh, there's so many. So many good bands. Carl Palmer, the drummer for me, I haven't even heard him. So many good drummers. Yeah. Soundgarden. Love Soundgarden. Yeah, man. It's just sad. I think about Chris Cornell, it's like, oh, man. And then Chester Bennington. It's just so frustrating to see that happen to people that, got to experience some crazy epic moments in life. You got to wonder what happens mentally, right? Some people, maybe they just get in a bad, they just can't beat it, Maybe some people just, their mind isn't able to ward off what's causing them to be depressed. That or, they could have been, maybe I don't want to get into conspiracies. Because, like especially when it's people who have died. But you just never know. Sometimes people are, they're killed and it's staged as a suicide. But, I'm not saying that's what happened. It's probably likely that they probably just, did kill themselves. It's really sad, man. Really sad. Really sad, guys. Anyway, whatever. We lost to United. Nirvana, yeah. I mentioned them earlier. Probably like the biggest gem in the 90s is Nirvana. Just like, Green Jelly. I knew it was green something. Yeah, Green Jelly. Collective Soul. There were so many freaking bands in the 90s. Yeah. And then of course Foo Fighters. Oh man, Nirvana. Wow. Some of those songs are just so well written. Like pretty much I can't remember much about Bleach because I never bought it. I've checked it out, since then. But In Utero, Nevermind. Yeah, oh man. Just crazy good tunes, man. Nevermind's probably like the best album to listen to. Just so good. Like that impressed me so much. I mean, those years, you guys gotta remember, I was in grade 7. And just the melodies. Like you can't even. You ever get a feeling when you hear a song, especially it's like bubblegum. Here's my bubblegum analogy. It's maybe not the best analogy, but some songs they hit you so hard when they're so good melodically when you hear them that you don't just hear the song, you feel it. Like you get fucking high from it. I remember that with Nirvana and Faith No More, where those bands would just hit the melodic sweet spot. In Bloom, obviously Smells Like Teen Spirit. I know Kurt Cobain hated playing that thing. He probably hated playing off the whole album. But man, that's a killer album. Lithium. Every track on that album is solid. Yeah. It's just so I don't even. Oh man! And then the way he died, and I'm not gonna get into that, but turns out that it wasn't self-inflicted. And yeah, what a talent, man. What a talent. And, oh, man, we were spoiled with bands in the 90s. Everything came together for music, for rock, and then in alternative. It was just such a freaking metal. It was weird because that's like what you get after heavy metal. Like, so many different flavors of music in such a short time. Jerry and the Pacemakers, yeah. I haven't listened to hardly any of their stuff. Godzilla gonna destroy Kong. What you talking about? Twitter's going mental. Loads of fans spouting stuff like Klopp out and United. Yeah, let them freak out. I got nothing better to do. I'm on Twitter. Wah wah wah. It is what it is. We gotta get ready for Tottenham now, right? Let's get to business, shall we? If we don't, it's gonna be so bad, man. All right, at least we already won the CL and we won the Premier League. We won the title. It's a funk of a year. It's a bizarre world, bad dream of a year. Into 2021 now. If we can somehow win the league, through all of this, wow. That's still in the cards. Still very much alive, those hopes. James Gilmore, I feel like we're going to control that match. I think we'll be all right against Tottenham. I think we're going to win it. But it could be anything, man. We really got to get goals in this thing. I'm thinking bands, but I'm also thinking football talk. Champions League. Let's see how that goes. Robert Powell, favorite actor. Beautiful Jane Seymour, actress. Yeah. Heath Ledger. Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. They're both great for the Joker. Sometimes I'm actually more scared of. How do you pronounce his name? It's been forever since I've said his name. I think it's Joaquin Phoenix. I can't remember how to pronounce it. He's more scary because when you watch that movie and the way that movie is built and filmed and the performance he gives, it's like a real you feel like that's a real person. Heath Ledger's performance, I still have that feel. Like he was still scary in a different way. That was more of a, like, holy shit, masterclass of a performance. Like, into a character. Like, that character had so much flavor to it. Where, it was just a crazy, crazy movie, too. The Dark Knight. But The Joker is such a different movie that it allows Joaquin Phoenix to just really... It's so character-based, that movie, and it feels so real. That's what's scary about that movie. It's like... That could be, like, I could totally see that person existing. Whereas the Joker in The Dark Knight, that's more of a, like, real comic book kind of fantasy. Equally great performances, really. In some ways, you could say that Heath Ledger is better. But, Joaquin Phoenix is really, an authentic, scary Joker. I didn't see it coming when they were writing that. I thought, Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, okay, I knew it was going to be good, but I haven't even seen the whole movie. I've only seen like parts of it, and from what I've seen, it's like, wow, man, just crazy, crazy acting there. And there's like different takes when he comes out of the. I wish I could imagine being a director and having all that footage. You can make your own friggin' movie. A 3-hour movie. Imagine if Joaquin Phoenix, I'm so sorry for butchering your name right now. His performance in Walk the Line is probably one of my favorite. That's one of the best. When he played Johnny Cash, and Reese Witherspoon played June Carter. Oh, both of them deserve a friggin' Oscar for that. I love that's such a good movie. That's probably one of my favorite movies ever. Walk the Line. Such a good performance. It's so convincing as Johnny Cash, but you had Jamie Foxx do Ray Charles, which he even looks like. I mean, that was such a crazy role that was so spot on. So he was up against that year. The Joker film, I've seen all, like, I spoiled it. I hate when I do that. How it happened was I saw the end. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but I saw the end. I couldn't resist. I'm like, I saw the clip there, and I freaking caved because there was nothing else to watch, and I couldn't get it on Netflix or something. So I watched. I go, holy shit, I got to see this movie. So instead of renting it, I friggin' watched a couple clips and I ruined it. Eventually I'll watch it. It was a great performance from what I saw from Joaquin Phoenix. Harley Quinn, oh man. Margot Robbie. PSG or Plastic? Where's the Champions League? What? Andy Gratt. Spoil for me only? I can't. But yeah, those are good comments. Movie talk. We're doing movie talk now. That's how, much I don't want to talk football after today. It never happened. I will say this, because of where we are, what we've accomplished, and, it's a rough patch right now. It's a lot better taking a United loss than it was like 3-4 years ago. Like, it doesn't even faze me now. Right? 6 times. Dugout football. What's up, bro? Evening. Good evening. Premier League champions, world champions, Super Cup. Yeah. Yeah, man. Soak it in. Soak it up, man. So I'm still happy. I'm still buzzed, man. Half the season to go, folks. Locked and loaded, ready to play Tottenham. Spurs. Don't say the Spurs. Whenever you say the Spurs, you get in trouble. I made that mistake. It's Spurs, not the Spurs. James Gilmore, Doug Gilmore's brother. Love Doug Gilmore. One of the greatest hockey players ever. Question, is it time to break up the front three? No. Mane didn't start in this match. Salah got 2 goals. Firmino, he didn't look that bad in this game, to be honest. But his form's really bad prior to this, so we need Jota back. We need to, you got to remember, we're so predictable, we're so controlled right now by our opponent's fucking bus, our kryptonite. We got to fight our way around the bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round till you go around it. We need to do that and run that ball. Superman movie. I love Superman 2. Great movies when I was a kid, watching that with my mom, and she bought me a Superman Easter. It was probably around Easter. She bought me a Superman bunny. My parents are the best. Spoiled. I'm so blessed, guys. I'm so thankful to have my dad and my mom. They're my heroes. And my dad being a crazy Liverpool fan, I feel bad putting out all the rants. That's why I usually just delete the watch-alongs or make them private afterwards. But you guys were saying you like watching my dad rant, so I left it up. My dad's the best. A lot of people respect him here, and I appreciate that. Gerrard won. Yeah. Man of Steel was pretty good. Premier League champions 6 times. Go get it. Yeah, it's all right. We're getting the shit cups out of the way, Gerard Donahoe. This is still under the radar tactics. We're so bad right now. We got to, yeah, it's as simple as that. We got to score goals, create like way more chances from the side by putting in passes. Don't friggin' do any crosses, Trent and Robertson. Dad's the best. Gerard Donahoe, thanks, man. He's killing me right now with ranting at the team, but he's right. Like, I can't even say he's wrong. I just hate thinking negative, even if it's the truth. Is it positive, negative, then? We got to get out of this mess and start winning. So, Tottenham coming up. When is that match? Tottenham against Liverpool at Tottenham on the 28th. So, on Thursday. West Ham, Liverpool, Brighton, Liverpool, City, and then Leicester City. And then we play Leipzig. Guys, if we can win, if we can just freaking beat Tottenham, even if we draw that match and win the next 4, we got to beat Tottenham, though. We got to do it. I really want to get into like a good 3-0 win. Would just be great. That we can beat West Ham, beat Brighton, smash City in the face, beat Leicester, who we should be able to beat, and then we play Leipzig in the first leg of the Champions League. Like, how great would it be to go in there on a roll? Could totally, the next 6 matches, the next 5 matches in that Tottenham match, if we can smash them, really will turn our season around. Wow. So, a lot of football coming up. Gerard Donahoe, go get it, go get it, go get it. Just for that, you're getting alternate camera angles. There you go. You're out. I can put you in the starting 11. You won't be able to play, but you can type your name. Who wants me to type their name in the scroll at the bottom? Appreciate that comment, Andrew McGregor. Gerard Donahoe, I appreciate that comment, bro. And yeah, Dad's the man. Thanks, Andrew. Tough run of games, yeah. If we can win that, Tottenham match, like, it could just be as simple as that. Bam. Give me a 3-0. Give me a 3-0 against Tottenham. Then we win the next 2, and then we beat City, and then we beat Leicester, and then we beat Leipzig. Oh, yeah, 6 wins in a row. 6 great performances in a row. Give us that, and we should get something. We should be in a really good place. You saw Superman on the big screen in 78. Wow, go get it, Pat Monahan. We got to go get this. I need to buy the straw hat. I'm going to have to put on my sharpshooter thing. This thing's crazy, man. Anyway. Always say everyone we play, they park the bus. Thanks, Sean. Well, that's what we're playing against. Like, you know, it's been a tactical problem. And we've had players out of form. It's just been everything. Obviously the injuries and all that, but can turn it around. Man, I'm getting hungry. I gotta work. Thank you everybody for the support, the donations. Helps me get by. I got a nice little check from Google, so those donations are huge, guys. You know, I can't always stream. Sometimes I do a morning stream and someone will donate before giving up work time. Those are good hours to work over here. So that's really appreciated. Thank you guys. But really just showing up in your comments and everything is keeping this channel going. Yeah, Dad just does, man. There's like no filter with my dad. I just can't take it because I need to. I like silent, positive anticipation when we have the ball. That's me when I watch a match. I'm like always hoping for the best, where as much as my dad wants us to win, my dad's more like very critical on everything. You know? And I blame him sometimes. You know, this is the only chance United's ever going to get again to celebrate against us, as we're still miles ahead. 6 times, 19 times. So you can glory that right in your face. But you're welcome to be here and put in your comments. I've just got to have a rebuttal. So I'm going to head out. You guys have a good one. I'll try to give you more streams when I can. I missed the United game for the Premier League because my power, I had a massive power outage problem that I'm still kind of working on, but I've fixed so far. So I had to stream off of my phone, and I just was going to delete that stream. That stream was crazy. It's a pretty good stream, but I just thought I would delete that, and it was a poor result. So that's why I haven't been streaming. My poor audience never knows when I'm live. Well, YouTube doesn't help that either. Whatever. I will keep fighting and chugging along. We can't blame it. Yeah, no, my dad's like... He's so intense when he watches it. I love it. I mean, as much as I rant at him and it bothers me, I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. You know, I get to watch football with my dad. It's just my eardrums are, you know. It must be like military preparation when the drill sergeant's yelling at you. That's like listening to my dad live when we're playing bad. JC, thanks for the stream. It was a good match. Thanks for the comment. Looking down on you in the table. Yeah, prick. Yeah, you're welcome here. Everybody's welcome. United fans are welcome. I call it as it is. We love the banter here. We're going to get into it, and we're going to talk shit. But yeah, I appreciate the comments there. Defo get the straw hat. Yeah, this is all my fault. I've put it off for like 2 years. We're running on fumes. You know, maybe I should just put Liverpool, like even if we're away, just put Liverpool first. I would always do that, and that was the year we were almost invincible. So I got a little superstitious there. And then I changed it, and we started losing. But can you really think it's because of that? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. We got to win it, man. Bottom line, we got to win these matches. And teams have really done the job to find us out with the Super Bus. Like, I'm more confident now, like, against Tottenham than I would be Burnley. You can see us winning 3-1 against Tottenham, but we really got to catch our form now, get into shape, getting chances. Dad would make a great Sergeant Major. Oh, yeah, no, my dad would be like... The cool thing about my dad being critical is he'll really explain why. Like, he doesn't just rant to rant. Like, he's really got a good eye for football and for certain things. But he just drives me nuts. He's just too loud. He's from Atherton. You guys are great. So I'm going to head out. That's the end of the stream. Probably gained no subs. What the heck, man? Got some earlier, so that was cool. Just checking me text messages. Because I'm the man. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, everybody hit the like button like 10 years ago. Please. I gotta figure out how to boost this shit. Yeah, we need Van Dijk back. I was saying that to my dad. Like, he's just too fucking great of a player. His dominance, his positioning, his ability to pass the ball. Like, he's the ultimate friggin' player to have. Like, he's truly one of a kind. You know, there's only one Virgil van Dijk on this planet. Right? There's only one player like that. He's that important. I'm getting friggin' depressed, man. Like, you know, our form's shit, but this is all Pickford's fault. That stupid sack of potatoes. All right, I'm getting off the rails now. I'm getting really. It's all coming out. It's all coming out. Whatever. 6 times, United 3 times. We're still in the Champions League. They're not. Okay, have the friggin' FA Cup. We got to get the league. We still got a shot for the league. Even with this head start, I think we got a better chance of winning it than United if we can win our next couple matches for sure. But it's City. City's that dark horse. But we should be that next level above everybody horse where we've been for the last 2 years. It is what it is, guys. Klopp's done an amazing job. He's got to reinvent himself now. He's got to really we got to get back into it. And we did have 2 goals today. It was a weird match. Pickford just sack of potatoes. Like, you should have been. How did he not get a ban for that? What a reckless dog shit of a challenge. Could have broke his leg with his, I'm just done. I'm just done, man. So this season, it felt like that. We were up against so much adversity. I was like, honestly, if we can even maintain first, like, I was so impressed. And it's finally the wheels started, the injuries caught up with us, and then the bullshit happened. Now we got to get back. So you guys take care. The stream's winding down. It's getting crushed. YouTube shutting it down nicely as usual. It is what it is, man. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one. Go and get it. See you guys. Let's do some shoutouts before I go. Andrew McGregor, Eamon Kelly, Gerard Donahoe, Pat Monahan, JC, the Mank. And that's it. That's no one else is here. All right, guys. Take care. Go get it. Live the dream. See you in the next stream. Tottenham, 4 days. I'll try to stream before.